Brandon Smith. I'm one of the emergency communications for DHS CSCE, and I'm actually based out of Seattle, cover Region 10, primarily focus on stakeholder engagement with Oregon and Washington. In the Air Force, we have a saying, no comms, no bombs. If we don't have the ability to communicate, operations is going to be impacted. And so that's why the exercises are so critical.
Hurricane Michael was a great example. Hurricane Harvey, these are types of events that really can compromise terrestrial infrastructure above the ground. Michael had high-speed winds, took out that cellular infrastructure. Those responses are very unpredictable. They have no idea what they're heading into. And that's where products like Dejero come in.
So our customers typically, when they're out using our equipment, it's because something's bad happened. You know, it can be a natural disaster, it can be a man-made disaster, but many times after a natural disaster, when a first responder goes into an area, they will not have connectivity. The reason we like the Dejero product is because it does two things for us. It gives us a lot of flexibility about the number of LTE or SIM cards that we can bring into a response. And then they're one of the best in the industry of doing bonding or blending with the network.
One state can't do the job all by themselves sometimes, depending on the size of the incident. So it's important that we all work together, we train together, we exercise together, so when we do have a major incident, we can work effectively together.
One of the things that we specifically do during this exercise is try to pair teams up with teams that they wouldn't normally work with. So for example, we have a Texas state level department paired up with an amateur radio group, paired up with a federal USAR task force. There's every possibility that these teams may end up in an actual disaster together, especially a large-scale disaster that is going to bring in resources from throughout the country. So the first year we did this was in 2017, and we had about 80 participants and about 10 trucks on the field. We've obviously grown over the years, and the last count that I saw a little bit earlier, we were just under 300 participants, and we've got about 26 assets on the field this year, and we're representing 27 different states.
The vehicles that are here at the Central States exercise all come in different sizes and shapes. You can have the large 50-foot, command vehicles or larger. You may have small suburban Tahoes. All of these assets have some form of communications capabilities built into them. Our goal is to provide these first responders and public safety folks the updated technologies so they can make sure that they can communicate regardless of what type of situation that they're rolling into.
One of the things that we've seen over the last few years is a change in the need and a change in the requests when we go downrange for a disaster, whether it be a hurricane or other natural disaster or some man-made incident or other situation we find ourselves in, is a need for connectivity through data. People are heavily relying on smart devices now, whether it be a phone or a tablet or their computer. And if they don't have connectivity to get back into their home networks, their home systems, they have a hard time doing their job.
So literally 2 years ago when we were going out with command centers deploying the old GEO satellite equipment, we were doing roughly, maybe in a good day, 15, 17 meg down, 3 meg up. With this new connectivity with OneWeb and with the Dejero product line, it's not unusual to see a 300 meg pipe down to a trailer and a 150 meg pipe up. I mean, that amount of bandwidth for an emergency response is incredible what we're able to do now.
A lot of the tools we use now use edge computing, and we have to have that connectivity to the field down to the responder level that's reliable and works without question. As anyone that's been involved in public safety or military operations knows, communications is the backbone, the foundation of any type of operation or incident. Without any type of interoperability, communications, or connectivity, the entire operation will fail.